Hello, my name is Ian Pitchford, and what I would love to do right now is to share with you a little bit of insight and a little bit about the story of the Tao Te Ching and its relationship and its usefulness and its impact on our lives today. So I became a student of the Tao many years ago, having read a number of different translations of it over a number of years, and then decided that I would embed it in my life and live it for a period of time, 89 days and all of the verses, and bring it to life and to see what that would do. The one verse that everybody knows is verse 64. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And of course we know it does, and very often that's a key thing that people say to themselves or each other in order to be able to start the journey, in order to be able to go on a journey, to interact with everybody around them, to achieve the things they want to achieve. And so this piece of ancient wisdom that's over 2.5 millennia old has such a big impact on all of our lives. So whether you be a leader, whether you be a parent or a volunteer scout leader or a football coach in a youth football team, whatever it is that you do, there is so much in that ancient wisdom that we can use and apply to our lives today. And what it does is it raises our awareness around some of the stuff that simply we don't always think about. So I'm always reminded of a little, a proverb that very often goes with the Tao. And there are two fish swimming around a pond one way, quite young things, and there's a big old fish swimming around a pond the other way. And the big old fish, when it comes past the little fish, says, "How's the water this morning?" And the two young fish shoot off. And they have a little conversation and they look at each other and have a little giggle, almost as though, well, what was the big fish talking about? Because they ask themselves that question, what's water? And so, of course, until we've been a fish out of water, until we've been to the top of a tall building to put money in order to be able to look at the ground to see where we once were, we're never really aware of the different perspective that we can take on how we can grow and what we can learn and how we can be different in the world. And that is the bit that's exciting, and I think that's the bit that is stimulated when people listen and explore the notion of TED. They want to be able to hear something different that causes them to think, to have a different lens, a different perspective on the world. So of course, unless you've ever been a fish out of water, then you're not necessarily always aware of the things that you believe in. And sometimes reflecting on a piece of ancient wisdom that came from a way, way simpler time has such powerful and incredible lessons on how we think and how we feel, and can raise our awareness about how we can interact with the world in a different way today. How we get to show up to be the best version of ourselves, and we get to connect with what truly makes our hearts sing. And so not only has learning about the Tao and sharing it been one of the most impactful experiences in my life, it's been one of the most motivational, and it's been one of the most joyful, being able to share with people the notion of that piece of ancient wisdom and how it can sit and form a powerful part of their life today. Not through some kind of ancient ritual and not through some kind of bizarre metaphor, but just really practical, pragmatic terms as we apply a lens from a simpler time on the world that we're part of today. Stay safe, and I wish you well, and I wish you an opportunity to be able to explore and connect with the Tao Te Ching.